You can have my dead body, but not obedience. This is precisely what Iran has proven and shown to US and Israel. Both Israel and US have bombed Iran endlessly, destroyed their top brass, but Iran, despite all this, has not relented, thereby proving what Gandhiji had said decades ago. And despite all this destruction in Iran, one question still remains valid, as it was when I made my first video 21 days ago, when the war had just begun. ये युद्ध कब खत्म होगा और कौन जीतेगा? Watch my video, US trapped. So, the US Director of National Intelligence had also accepted this, that Iran's leadership is although degraded but still intact and is functioning. So we need to find out, how did Iran achieve all this against US and Israel? And second, how Mr. Trump and Netanyahu made this war look directionless and confused. Third, and very important, with the egos of Mr. Trump and Netanyahu in play, the war is now no longer about Iran alone and its destruction. That is obvious. ये अब ड्रिफ्ट कर रही है टुवर्ड्स बैटल फॉर Hormuz. So over the years, Iran has developed operational ways to fight an asymmetric war. उसका command and control structure, drones, missiles, including the so-called dancing missiles targeting US air bases first, and then the energy facilities in the Gulf and Saudi Arabia, along with the development of proxies like Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthis. They are all part of a long-term plan that was designed to fight an enemy that Iran always knew was many times superior to him. As a result, Iran has caused havoc on Gulf countries' oil facilities, reportedly. Some facilities have been completely shut. International Energy Agency has warned that restoring production is not going to be easy. It may take even months. Supply crunch has already driven oil prices by 35 to 55%. Now, as regards claim, there is no end to it. They are confusing, have made a mockery of the war. On March 1st, Mr. Trump said कि लड़ाई जो है 4 हफ्ते और उससे कम में खत्म हो जाएगी. फिर उनके एडवाइजर ने किसी ने कहा होगा, सर जी कुछ ज्यादा ऑप्टिमिस्टिक हो आप, तो ट्रम्प जी ने बोला होगा की गल है यार, कल बोल दूंगा 4 से 5 हफ्ते. So on March 2nd, he said it would take 4 to 5 weeks. Within days, he said the wars can be fought forever. And US has virtually unlimited supply of munitions. Us beach, his buddy in war, Mr. Netanyahu said, road to Tehran is open now. Then on March 9th, he claimed that the war is now complete pretty much. And then just within 2 days later, he said, we have got to finish the job. When asked to clarify, he said it could be both. So confusing. He initially urged Iranian citizens to take back the government. Later on, one of their advisors stated that regime change was not their objective. Trump justified that strikes were necessary to obliterate nuclear facilities. Now, उनके एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने खुद ही ने 12 दिन की लड़ाई जो 2025 में हुई थी, उसमें उन्होंने क्लेम किया था कि उन्होंने they have completely destroyed the nuclear facilities of Iran. So what are they doing now? Hats off to Iran that it could rebuild its nuclear facilities so fast, within months rather. Initially, he said on 6th March, probably, he said no deal except unconditional surrender. But then on March 13th, he softened. Thereafter, allies के बारे में, he said कि वो अपने warships भेज रहे हैं, I have requested them. जब किसी ने नहीं भेजा, तो बोलते हैं कि I don't need anybody's help. Or he went on to, so far as to call them as his allies, NATO allies, as cowards. Up now, the claim is that the war is already won. There is nothing left to be bombed. लेकिन Strait of Hormuz तो बंद है भाई. Then came the news, US is moving forces again. और उनका जो social media, Truth Social, he said we are getting very close to meeting our objectives as we consider winding down our great military efforts in the Middle East. Nobody knows कौन सा objective achieve हो रहा है, कौन नहीं हुआ है. Last week उन्होंने पता लगा कि उन्होंने जो है अपनी एक एम्फीबियस फोर्स along with marine expeditionary unit they are sending from Pacific to Middle East, from Japan to Middle East. They are reportedly carrying 2,500 marines. Now कोई इस तरीके से ट्रूप्स को मूव करता है कि announce as if they are on a holiday. You got airlift capabilities, move them and employ them. Position keeps shifting. Sometimes बोलेंगे no boots on the ground. Sometimes the option is not ruled out. At times, there are reports of plans to attack Kharg Island, Iran, and take control of it. Now, one of their advisors says Israel's objective was to remove the regime, and US का aim था was to destroy nuclear and missile facilities. तो भाई 2025 में फिर 12 दिन क्या किया था? It clearly indicates that there was no planning of objectives. There was no proper military appreciation that was carried out. And if at all it was carried out, it was done by those जो war games कहते हैं ना videos पे, it was done by them. The war, these duo, the two of them they've made it a mockery. There is a famous saying, war is a serious business to be left to the generals. लेकिन ये कोड जो है अब चेंज करना पड़ेगा. It needs to be changed now. War is a serious business to be left to those who play war games on computers. Fact of the matter is that the war is going on. Aapke claims of success can continue. Statements of victory continue. But the crisis for nations is deepening. There are, although claims ke 90% reduction ho gaya missile attacks ka Iran dwara, and the claims that air defenses are badly damaged, the fact remains Iran has not relented. The regime is intact. Strait of Hormuz is still closed और ढेरों जहाज वहां फंसे हुए हैं oil से लदे हुए. And the world is facing an energy shock. And even if the war it stops today, recovery may take months, maybe longer. And let's not forget one thing. Every year India में millions enter the workforce. Millions of young men join the workforce. So jobs need to grow, investments need to grow, economy needs to expand. अगर प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टमेंट स्लो डाउन होता है, एक्सपेंशन रुकता है, इफ एनर्जी बिकम्स अनसर्टेन, द डैमेज इमीडिएटली भले ही नहीं दिखेगा, इट विल स्प्रेड स्लोली एंड श्योरली एंड इट विल स्प्रेड एवरीवेयर इन ऑल डायमेंशंस ऑफ द इकोनॉमी. We have already taken economic shocks since demonetization happened in 2016. उसके बाद GST आया, फिर COVID आया, and then the geopolitical situation changed. The global economy is far more fragile than it appears, including India. That is why the world has its own compulsions, oil, energy, supply routes. And it is for this reason that बहुत सारे देश, they are supporting US and Israeli actions, willingly or unwillingly. History may not be kind to these people, the two, Mr. Trump and Mr. Netanyahu, when it finally writes the truth about this war. Because in their hearts, many people do not see them as heroes. History may remember Mr. Trump and Mr. Netanyahu very differently from how they see themselves today. Unke mind mein kya tha when this plan was conceived? God only knows. और इसीलिए perhaps that is why अभी recently जो Senate hearing हुई March 19th को, उनके जो डायरेक्टर हैं नेशनल इंटेलिजेंस की, उन्होंने क्या कहा? That must have raised more questions than answers. She said deciding whether a threat is imminent or not is president's responsibility, not the intelligence communities. In other words, कि decisions of war जो हैं, they are based on the judgment. उनका क्या assessment है वो कहना भी नहीं चाह रही. We have seen this before happening. और अगर US it attempts forcibly to open the Strait of Hormuz, तब एक possibility हो सकती है which can be very serious. Something unexpected, something that may surprise USA and its allies. This may not be the moment right now to say more. It remains an assumption, but one fact cannot be ignored right now, that there are powerful countries in the world who are major oil importers from this region, and they are major economies who may not accept and may not like complete US Israel dominance or hegemony over global energy security. And if this movement arrives, removing or opening Hormuz forcibly, this war may take a turn no one is prepared for. Thank you. Jai Hind.